Well, don't call it a comeback, but Ellen DeGeneres is planning to launch herself back into the US, her home country, her people. She wants to return, and she is planning to do so because she's on that phone contacting her A-listers, and it looks like somebody has answered. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel. See, that intro that I just did, that was just off this, like, that wasn't even scripted. I just improvised that. All of that was improv. Like that, I just pressed the camera button, pressed the record button, boom, talking. Like, you can't, guys, you can't. Wow. Anyways, let's get into this video, guys, where she is having the help of A-listers. Somebody has answered her phone calls. She's had enough of time in the UK, in the Cotswold. It didn't work out for her here. Remember the tour that she had that basically got cancelled. She wanted to be also on Loose Women, which is a panel here show, which is quite, popular, but unfortunately she wasn't even on that. Not really sure why. She's just hanging around pubs in rainy Cotswold. But Bradley Cooper has answered. He's answered, guys. Ellen was an early champion of Bradley and put him on her show, and it looks like that Bradley is one of Ellen's allies left in Hollywood. And now that the former talk show host 67 has fled to the UK amid allegations of a toxic workplace, Bradley Cooper will return the favor, Yahoo Entertainment reports, and helps her restore her reputation, says the source. They respect each other, and he thinks she's got a bad rap. She's hoping to rebuild her career in the US. She's been hitting up her contacts and feeling quite confident, but ran into a roadblock when a cameraman who claimed to have worked for her for a decade complained to the Daily Mail. Bradley Cooper has helped out a friend in a similar situation before. Years ago, Dave Chappelle was totally on the outs in Hollywood, and Bradley cast him in A Star Is Born to help bring him back into the mainstream. This is what Bradley is good at. Ellen is lucky to have him in her corner as she dips back into Hollywood. So, Bradley Cooper is going to be the one. Ellen, in the next 6 months to a year, probably is going to be cast in something major, and I think after that, with rave reviews, I would imagine she then would be able to do something. I don't know what it would be. I don't think that she would ever return back to the talk show, gig in the US. She's done that for so many seasons, but I can see her having some kind of live talk show podcast discussing things with celebrities because she's interviewed so many of them. She just needs other A-listers in Hollywood to basically help her out, and Bradley Cooper is the one. Somebody has finally answered those phone calls. There hasn't been any update in regards to her life with Portia, her wife, and the fact that Portia was feeling cornered in a type of way, the relationship was pressured. Nothing has basically been updated. I've checked, no sources, so nothing for me to report on that, which I think is more of a main story. But Ellen, and the fact that she has finally got this plan into gear, means that everything that she planned to do over here in the UK has failed. She cancelled her tour that she was doing, probably because of low ticket sales. Otherwise, why would you do so? I don't think that Ellen is a driving comedian here to sell out stadiums and shows in the UK. I just don't really see that. I don't really see friends saying, oh, we're gonna go watch Ellen tonight, she's on. I just don't see that as of right now. Perhaps that could change, but this is the plan that she basically has. Now, Justin Bieber, guys, is causing some backlash on this Twitch stream that he is continuing to do. I told you guys that this Twitch stream was a very bad idea for this man, but I don't think Hailey can really do anything for him at this moment of time. And the way that Bieber is speaking in these stream videos, you can very much tell the people around him on this table are yes men.
If you even think of a woman with lust, it's the same thing as
going all the way,
actually doing it, and committing adultery or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same thing. So it's like if it even just crosses your mind for 1 second.
He classifies, guys, what cheating is and references Jesus from the Bible, and he references the fact that even if you have lust for somebody, that means that you have cheated, and therefore he admits that he has cheated on Hailey in this way, and the fact that even if you have envisioned harming somebody, you've basically killed them. So these are some kind of references. If you ever think of a woman with lust, it's the same as actually doing it, committing adultery. It's the same exact thing. So, why would you be discussing this? I guess it was in regards to staying faithful, but, clearly showing that he has had that lust for other women, and that I don't think this really makes Hailey look good, but I also don't believe that if you have lust for somebody that equates to adultery. Whatever you think about in your mind does not equate to a sin, does not equate to an action, because it's a thought in your mind. But clearly this being the topic of discussion is something that Hailey would not want, because now it makes it look like the fact that, you know, he's lusted for other people and etc. So I think this conversation is just interesting. But again, I think that, you know, these Twitch streams are a really bad idea, because this is live content that you basically cannot control or have PR, which is what I think Bieber needs for his image and etc. I don't think this is the good thing for him to do. And I think that Twitch stream, because it's live, anytime that he spirals, it will just be fed to us naturally as it is. It won't be chopped up. It won't be a, you know, a clip or video. It's a live stream of this man, and I don't think that we need to see him live in this capacity, because when and if he does go off and get angry, this will all be used against him. And I just feel like people around him should tell him, Bieber, turn off the live stream. This isn't what you need to do. If you want to create vlogs, do that. Live streaming isn't the way for this man, especially if he already is going to be very stressed and going through a lot of stuff. I don't know. So, you know, people were very confused about what he was saying. They said that he was very people were very upset as well for his thoughts. I just personally believe myself that, you know, any thought is more just a thought. But, you know, perhaps he could be referencing to other stuff. I don't understand. I just think that this is somewhat bad because it's referencing Hailey Bieber. Now, Sia, the musician, is going through a really rough patch with her divorce. New documents have dropped, guys. She wants full custody over her Sia's estranged husband, wants full custody over her alleged substance abuse that apparently Sia's been doing constantly. Sia's clapped back, saying that he actually is being investigated for CP. Sia's divorce from her second husband is getting very nasty. A custody battle broke, with both of them hurling major allegations against each other. If we look at these legal documents, Sia's estranged husband, Daniel Bernard, is asking the judge for sole custody of their 1-year-old, alleging that she is in serious and immediate danger to their son. But Sia says he's already restricted to monitored visits because of a CP investigation that he's going through. So in the papers, Daniel says Sia is an unfit and unreliable parent struggling with substance and addictions, rendering her incapable of providing safe or stable form for Sumai. I am the only safe and reliable parent for our son. I am a doctor, young, healthy, and have no criminal history. Daniel wants Sia to submit to random and regular drug testing, because apparently she is going through it with amount of stuff that she's taking. Sia has responded. There's no emergency reason to grant full custody to Dan. She says Sumai has been and remains safe, noting that he's under investigation by the LAPD for illicit child P, which was found allegedly on his hard drive, and that he's being monitored for an investigation. So I don't know what's going on with these court documents, but, you know, one thing, if you're going to read through court documents when it comes to celebrities and you know, content creators, you're just going to be going through so much. Because if we move quickly on to DDG and Halle Bailey, they have dropped restraining orders and completely agreed on a custody deal, which has shocked everybody. An olive branch between DDG extended to Halle Bailey early this month may be working, because they both agreed to suddenly drop their DV order requests against one another. In a new stipulation filed by the parties and signed off by the judge, the execs worked out temporary custody issues for their 1-year-old whilst agreeing to dismiss the respective, you know, DV requests. So this in itself shocked people. It went viral yesterday, accumulating 3 million views. People were very, you know, confused as to what's gone on here. Why have they suddenly dropped everything, you know, which I think is good news, because we're celebrating a couple actually trying to co-parent a 1-year-old. So I think this is good news. But out of nowhere, this court litigation just shocked people, because they've been at war for so long. Let me know your thoughts, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. 4 topics in less than 10 minutes. Subscribe to the channel. It's just 1 click. It goes a long way. Send a tip if you guys wish to, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.